welcome back. In this video I'm going to be going to Apple's website to compare the iPad 8th generation, in brackets 2020, the iPad 9th generation, in brackets 2021, and the iPad 10th generation, in brackets the latest iPad from 2022. Let's see how they change. So here, let's compare the 8th to 9th to 10th. You can see here the 10th is a higher price tag than the other two, even though the one of the 8th generation you can't buy anymore. And then here's the summary. The 10th generation has a higher, it has a higher screen size, bigger screen, and the 9th and 10th have a better display than, more display features and better display than the 8th. From the 8th generation with an A12 chip, each time you get one more number on the chip, A13 and A14. You can see the improvements of the chip there. And you can see that the iPad 8th generation and 9th generation have the same rear camera, but then the 10th generation has a 12 megapixel wide camera with 4K video. And the 9th and 10th have a much better, 10 times better front-facing camera. FaceTime is what it was called, FaceTime camera on the 8th. They have 10 times more megapixels at 12 megapixels, and they also can use center stage because they're ultra wide, which is where it follows you around during calls. And you can see the new one has a USB-C connector instead of Lightning on both the older models. And the 10th generation has a Touch ID in the top button instead of on the home button. I think the top button functions as the on button. And of course, well, the Touch ID button. And they all have stereo speakers and 2 microphones, but the 10th generation has landscape stereo speakers instead. And the 10th has a higher Wi-Fi speed at Wi-Fi speed 6 at 1.2 gigabits per second, up to that, versus 866 megabits per second, Wi-Fi speed 5 on the two older models. By the way, apologies for any drilling or banging in the background. There's some work being done. If you get the cellular model, then for the 8th generation, you have 4G, and same for the 9th, but then on 10th you have 5G. They all support the Apple Pencil. You can see that down there. And same sort of thing, apart from the fact that it's USB-C instead of Lightning, the way that it connects on the 10th generation. Assuming you'd have to get some sort of dongle to transfer the Lightning, put the Lightning cable, the Lightning on the Apple Pencil to USB-C for the 10th generation. And then, final thing I'm just going to go here is that they both support the smart keyboards and front cover design, and they all support that actually. And the 9th generation has one piece instead of just the normal front cover design. And the 10th generation supports the Magic Keyboard Folio, which improvement over the other keyboard. It has a 2-piece design, not sure if that's an improvement or not, but it has a trackpad, unlike the others, and it has a 14 key function row. Also, the capacities, you get 32 or 128 gigabytes on the 8th, and then 64 gigabytes or 256 gigabytes on the 9th and 10th. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and that it was informative and helpful. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!